Hello 11th class. After learning basic accounting terms and chapter 1 meaning and objective of accounting, now I am going to start chapter 3 accounting principles. As we all know that financial statement means statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. Financial statement includes profit and loss account and balance sheet. Our financial statements are prepared from accounting information. Clear? It is therefore very important that this information is based on defined principles, concepts and conventions. We have read about these terms in chapter 1 and I told you we will discuss it in third chapter. So our accounting information should be based on principles, concepts and conventions. So accounting principles are general guidelines that provide standards for accounting information. Clear? Accounting principles provide general guidelines to our accounting information. Accounting concepts are the assumptions on which financial statements are prepared. These are assumptions on which we prepare our financial statements. And accounting conventions help out in accounting practice that is followed by various organizations over a period of time. Clear? Accounting principle, accounting concept and accounting conventions. In short, we can say these all are known as GAAP. Accounting concepts, convention, principles are known as GAAP. Full form of GAAP is generally accepted accounting principles. On the basis of these principles, concepts and convention, we record accounting information in the books of accounts to calculate profit and loss and making balance sheet. Without following these principles and rules, we can't prepare our profit and loss account and balance sheet. We can't prepare our financial statements. Clear? Now see, accounting principles are divided into two parts: accounting concepts and accounting conventions. Clear? Accounting principles are divided into two parts: accounting concepts or accounting conventions. Accounting concepts include going concern concept, consistency concept, actuarial concept, business entity concept, money measurement concept, accounting period concept, cost concept, dual aspect concept, revenue recognition concept, matching concept, and last one is objectivity concept. Clear? Accounting concepts include these all concepts. And our first three concepts, going concern, consistency concept and actuarial concept, come under accounting standard 1. These are as per there are many accounting standards and these three concepts are according to accounting standard 1. Clear? Accounting conventions include convention of full disclosure, convention of materiality, convention of conservatism. We will discuss it in detail one by one. Clear? Accounting principles divided in accounting concepts and accounting conventions. Accounting concepts are also known as accounting assumptions. Clear? Now see our first concept, going concern concept. What is the meaning of going concern? Which is continue for a long time. According to this concept, business has an indefinite life. How? When you are thinking of starting any business, you will think it for a long time, not for a very short period. Whenever we are thinking of starting any business, we think it will continue for a long time in future. Clear? So business has an indefinite life. It means that business will continue for a long time in future. Due to this concept, full cost of purchasing machinery would not be treated as an expense of 1 year. We spread cost of machine over its working life. I am explaining this. we are thinking that our business will continue for a long time in, ठीक है, then due to this concept, full cost of purchasing machinery, suppose you are purchasing any machinery and the cost of that machinery is suppose 50,000. Clear? You are purchasing a machinery and cost of that machinery is 50,000 and life of machinery working is 5 years. Machinery will work till 5 years. So we will not treat this cost of 1 year cost. We will spread the cost in its working life. How? 50,000 divided by 5 is equal to 10,000. So we will take 10,000 as an yearly expense. Note total 50,000 as a year expense. Clear? We are thinking that our business will continue for a long time. That's why we will spread the cost of our fixed assets in its working life. We are not treated full cost of asset expense of 1 accounting year. We will spread the cost in its working life. So we will charge 10,000 every year from our profits. Clear? Due to this concept, full cost of purchasing machinery or any other fixed asset would not be treated as an expense of 1 accounting year. We will spread the cost of machine over its working life. In this example, working life is 5 years. So we will deduct 10,000 every year from our profit. Clear? All the transactions are recorded in books on the assumption that business is a continuing enterprise. Other parties like lenders who provide loan to our business enter into long-term contracts with our business only due to this concept. Lenders are providing loan for a long term. Why they are providing loan for long term? Because they are also thinking that business will continue for long time in future. Without this concept, classification of current assets and fixed asset, long term and short term liabilities cannot be made. Fixed assets are which will continue in business for long time and help in production activities. Current assets which can be converted into cash within short period of time, that is 1 year. So why we classify assets into current and fixed asset? Current asset for short term and fixed assets for long term. This is due to going concern concepts. Assets are classified into current assets and fixed assets. Similarly, liabilities are also classified in long term liabilities and short term liabilities. Clear? Going concern concept says that business will continue long time in future, and on the basis of this assumption we do business transactions and other parties enter into contract with our business. Clear? Going concern concept. Second concept is consistency concept. According to this concept, accounting principles once selected and adopted should be applied consistently year after year. Means any principle or method you are following in any year, then you have to follow it in coming years also. These should not be changed from year to year. These principles or methods should not be changed every year, because if you are changing every year, you won't be able to compare profit and loss of current year with previous year. So these should not be changed from year to year to enable the management to compare the profit and loss figures of current year with previous year. Clear? We can compare our figures of profit and loss only when we are following same methods. If we are adopting different methods in every year, then we won't be able to compare our data. If a firm is adopting different accounting principles in accounting periods, then profit of current period will not be comparable with the preceding year's profit. But it doesn't mean that firm can never change this method. It can be changed according to changed situations, changed circumstances, so that improved technique can be used. Means you should try to follow similar methods, but according to changed situation, according to current situations, you can change. Moreover, firm can show changes clearly by way of footnotes. In case of emergency situations, you can change your methods. Otherwise, you have to be consistent in following methods and principles. Clear? Consistency concept means methods and rules regulation should be same year to year to enable management for comparing profit and loss of current year with previous year. So today we have discussed two concepts. First is going concern concept and second one is consistency concept. Write it and learn it properly.